Hey everybody, welcome to the channel, man. I'm glad you guys came back today to see another video with me today. Hope everybody's happy and healthy and having a good 2021 so far. So we're off to a banging start here, man, at 2021 on the channel. We've come out with a few new toys this year already. If you guys have seen, I came out with a review, or not a review, but a walkthrough on the Oklahoma Joe Bronco. And now we are about to do a walkthrough on the newest 2021 Lowe's edition Blackstone, the 36-inch Blackstone, guys. So excited about this review, so pumped. This is my first griddle, and if you guys are in the market for a griddle, this is definitely going to be the review that you guys want to hang around for. So I hope you guys will come on back, guys, and let's take a look at this griddle. Alright guys, let's get into the specifics of this griddle. So I picked this griddle up at Lowe's. This is the 2021 model. Been doing a lot of research for probably the last 6 months or so, but really started amping it up for about the last 2 to 3 weeks. I really got interested in getting a griddle. Like you guys, I'm all over YouTube, man. I'm always doing research on YouTube, trying to find, you know, the best bang for my buck, guys, and that's what it's all about. And I know that's why you guys are watching this video right now. So came across another review that another YouTuber was doing, and actually the videos that I had been watching were the Walt twins, the Griddle guys. They've got a lot of good stuff. And then Ben's Ramblings. He was Ben's Ramblings, excuse me, that's his channel. But if you haven't checked any of those channels out and you're in the market for a griddle, I have no affiliation with those guys. I don't know anything about it. I'm like not friends with them or anything, but go check their channels out, because that's what helped me make the decision to get my griddle, and gave me a lot of informative information to make that choice on the one I went with. But just did a lot of research, a lot of stuff over the last few weeks, and finally decided on this one, guys. This is the 2021 Lowe's edition. It's like their brand new griddle they just came out with. They came out with a new 36-inch and a new 30-inch. And right now, this one is retailing for $399. But I'm a veteran, so I was able to pick it up a lot cheaper than that. I was able to pick, not a lot cheaper, but you know, I picked it up for around the 380 mark, which, hey, that's pretty good. When we get into looking at the things, I'm gonna tell you guys, point out the things to you guys that really swayed me to this one, and all the research I had been doing over the last few weeks, why I ended up going with this particular griddle over. There's a plethora of Blackstones out there. There's a plethora, you know, you got the Blue Rhino out there. You've got the Pit Boss. You've got so many different griddles. Camp Chef. You know, you got some really great brands out there. But I'm going to tell you guys why, as we go through this, why I eventually just decided on this one. So, I spent my own money on this. So this is going to be an honest walkthrough with you guys, as honest as I can be, because I'm not being paid to promote this or push this for anybody. And just so you know, disclaimer going forward, I do these videos very in depth. This is not going to be a short video. Like I've said in previous walkthroughs, people get upset with me. They think that I go too in detail, I drag on for too long. But I do that to inform you guys, so you're not wasting your money and you're getting the biggest bang for your buck, because your money's important. And your family, the money for your family is important. So you want to get the best bang for your buck. So with all that being said, let's go ahead and start walking this unit a little bit. So right off the bat, guys, what I really love about this unit that other units didn't have, this unit comes with a hood. Okay, this is called Blackstone's Culinary series. So, you know, I'm not sure, maybe in previous years they've dubbed some of their griddles the Culinary series, but this is of the Culinary series. So, but this one came with a hood, and the biggest differences on this one compared to other units that I've seen out there is you get this caddy, and you also get a paper towel holder, which is right here. It swings in and out. You get a paper towel holder, and you get a garbage bag holder over here. Now, I've seen other Blackstone units where they did have a garbage bag holder on them, and I've seen some that had a paper towel holder too. So but I hadn't seen a lot with the hood on it. Blackstone has them, so I know somebody in the comments will say, well, Blackstone's already got that. Well, I do know Blackstone does have a few models like that. But the biggest reason I ended up settling on this unit was because it came with all those features. I thought that was really cool. There's a lot of Blackstones out there that just come the 36-inch Blackstone, but you don't get the caddy on the front. You don't get the hood. You don't get the trash can holder. You don't get the paper towel holder. And by the time you do all those add-ons that you eventually end up doing, you're going to pay $275 for a 36-inch Blackstone at Walmart, and then you're going to end up going and paying $100 for a hood, or close to $100, probably close to $100 for a caddy. You know, you're going to spend extra money on the paper towel holder. You're going to spend extra money on the trash can holder. By the time it's all said and done, guys, you're probably up over $400, unless you can get a great deal somewhere and you find a sale or something. So that was the biggest reason, those reasons there, which is what? 4 reasons that I went with this: the hood, the caddy, the trash can holder, and the paper towel holder. Those were the biggest reasons I ended up going with this unit. You know, I had to persuade my wife a little bit, but with those things, I just felt like I was going to save money in the long run versus me getting one that was $275, closer to the $300 mark, and adding all those extras on it later on. It was going to cost me more in the long run. So that's basically why I ended up going with this unit. But on this unit, guys, it just looks so good. I just think it looks really sleek on the front. It's just a really good looking unit. Let's just start on the outside here. You get the wheels, you know, you get your casters. You know, your basic casters. Nothing super special, but really great for me because I roll grills around a lot. Some of you guys may not. I have to constantly pull my grills in out of the weather. If you've watched my videos before, we always have hurricanes down here in South Mississippi, so I'm constantly having to move my stuff in. So this is important to me, having wheels on it, being able to move it around, it being mobile. That's a pretty big deal to me. May not be a big deal to you, but to me that was a big deal. I like that you get this bottom shelf. You know, this caddy kind of gets in the way a little bit, but I'm not planning on keeping like real heavy stuff on that shelf. Nor would I advise you to. If you get this unit, I wouldn't advise you to do that anyways, because, you know, it's not that sturdy of a shelf, you know. So I'll probably keep some seasonings. I'll keep some little tools under there. It's probably not going to be a major shelf that I keep a ton of stuff on. And here in this caddy, I'll probably keep some seasonings and stuff like that. And I'm curious to see how these seasonings, if it gets really hot up here. But this shelf is adjustable, so you can move it up and down. If I need to move it down, I can. However, if I move it down, it may hinder my ability to use this shelf. So we're going to play with it, and we're going to see how that all works out. So, but like that it came with that shelf. Glad that shelf is there. Glad this caddy's here. This caddy, I like this background, this Blackstone background. It's just basically it's just a plastic, or it's a metal piece, an orange piece of metal. Very simple design, but I really like that. I think that gives it a nice little touch in the front. Makes it look really cool, and just gives it a little bit of pop. You know, it makes it pop a little bit. So kind of really like that. These knobs here, I mean, they're basic, but you know, they're kind of cool looking too. I mean, they've got that silver with that orange on them. You know, that same Blackstone design theme going with the orange. Kind of like that. So I think they look pretty good. I've seen other Blackstones that have rubber going around the knobs. These are not like that, but I still think they look pretty good. I mean, look good to me. Then you got your igniter here. Just very simple. Just got a double A batteries in there. But yeah, I just really think the front of this looks good. I like this silver handle that they put on the hood here. And going to the sides of this thing, guys, let's look at these shelves. So these are some pretty nice looking shelves. Pretty sturdy, you know. You're obviously not going to put 100 pounds on these things, but they're decent shelves. And one thing that's really cool about this shelf is this is magnetic. So you can put all your spatulas, any kind of tools that are metal you can put on there, so that are magnetic. They will hang to this. So I thought that was kind of cool. I really would have liked to seen them put some hooks on the other shelf on this unit. Let's go over to the other shelf here. I really would have liked to seen them maybe add some hooks here or something, but I do believe I can buy some aftermarket hooks that I can hang here if I want to be able to hang stuff. And I guess Blackstone's reasoning behind that was they felt like they were giving you a magnetic spot over here on this shelf, and maybe that's why they felt like they didn't need to give you another set of hooks. But I would have liked to have seen some hooks over there and then a magnetic over here. If you didn't want to, you know, put it on your magnetic spot there, then you could have put it on your hooks over here. But hey, we'll see how it works. I may end up not needing the hooks, and we may not even end up going that route. Underneath here also, you have a propane spot where you can hang your bottle. I haven't hung a bottle on there yet, so I can't even tell y'all how that works yet, but this is where you hang your propane bottle. You can push your paper towel holder out of the way there if you're not using it. And I know many of you will wonder, do these shelves fold up? Yes, these shelves fold up. Fold up real nice up against the unit. I like that because if I ever got to bring it in my garage, it's just easier to store it that way. So many of you may be in that situation where you have to put it in your garage or store it out of the weather, do what you have to do, you know. You probably may not live in an area where you can just leave it outside all the time. Let's see, what else we got here? Now over here, this is your trash can holder, or your trash bag holder, excuse me. We'll get a little bit better shot of that, show you guys. I haven't put a trash bag in it yet, so I can't show y'all how that looks yet, but when we get into cooking on this thing, I'm gonna show you guys a little bit more, and when I actually do my full review on this thing, we'll kind of show you guys how everything works on it too. I don't do a review right off the bat, guys. I know some people try to come and do a review right off the unit right away. You can't do that. You have to use the unit. I feel like you have to use the unit before you could even think about doing a review for people. So I just want to make that clear. This is not a review. This is just a walkthrough to kind of show you guys what the unit looks like and what you're getting if you're in the market and thinking about going to pick this thing up at Lowe's. So this shelf folds up also. Your paper towel or your trash can trash bag holder folds up in there. Let's see here. It folds up in there just like that. So I could see that maybe scraping up in here, and over time it's going to scrape some of that powder coat off of this thing. But it's underneath your shelf. I don't really think it's going to matter. I mean, nobody's really going to see it. You're going to have this thing outside cooking on it all the time anyways. It's not going to stay pretty. I mean, bottom line is it's not meant to stay pretty, you know. It's a cooking machine. That's what this thing is. It's a cooking machine. So that's how we'll treat it, you know. We'll try to keep it clean and straight and looking nice, but we realize this is a cooking machine. It's not going to stay pretty. So let's take a walk around the back of this thing. Just want to show you all the outside before we even move to the inside of this thing. On all your Blackstones, this is where your grease drain is, or your cup here. It comes off. They give you 3 of these inserts. So from what I hear, these are pretty cheap. I'll probably keep buying these just so I don't have to keep cleaning this thing out. I imagine you could put foil in here, but I just see that being a big mess. Probably better off just getting these pans. They're, like I said, they're fairly cheap from what I've heard. Let's put it, there's like a little slot in here where it kind of just sits in there. Sits in there pretty good. I've heard good and bad things about this rear drain, this rear grease drain. We'll see how it goes. I've heard guys say that, you know, being on the back, they don't always check the back of their grill before they cook, and they went to cook and it's overfilled. I guess that's just a situation where you got to just check your stuff, man, before you start cooking, you know. That's kind of a mild complaint in my opinion. I also seen other reviews where guys were complaining about screw holes on this. The shelves were too hard to put down. The hood was too hard to get down. I just honestly, guys, I think that's a lot of complaining. I think people just like to complain. Like, I didn't notice where the hood was that hard to get off. I didn't notice where anything was really that hard to put together on this unit. But I've seen reviews out there on the Lowe's website where people just are complaining. I just, like anything, I just feel like people they just live to complain, you know. So I didn't have any issues putting this thing together. It just took me a while, a lot longer than I anticipated to put it together. So, all right, guys, let's go on to the inside. And this is where all the magic happens. And there we go. Hadn't even cooked on her yet. Hadn't even seasoned her yet. But, you know, when you open this thing up, it's got some diagrams and stuff of the unit in here. It pretty much is promoting you to buy products. So when you get this thing and put it together, you'll have all this stuff inside of yours. But I thought it was kind of cool. It kind of shows you how you can set your food up in here. It shows you your zones, your 4 zones that's in there. But I will say this unit I didn't realize, I've seen a couple other Blackstones in the store. This unit's a little taller. I'm not a tall guy, so when I saw that, I was kind of like, oh, I don't know about that. I didn't know how I felt about that because I'm not a real tall guy, and I was kind of thinking it was going to be lower. But it is a little higher, but we'll see how I like it being higher versus being lower. I may even like it more. I don't know yet, you know. Till I get cooking on it, I don't really have much to say. I can't really say too much on that. So, but I just love, and I'm excited about this. So love the size of this. I think the size is going to be a good size for us. And I'll say this. I said this in my unboxing video. If you're in between on the 30-inch and the 36-inch, and I know a lot of people are because of price. You know, you're probably thinking, man, I could save $100. My feeling is, and from what I saw in a lot of videos, guys on YouTube, guys always wish they'd gone bigger. Nobody really wishes when they get a 30-inch or a 36 that they'd went smaller. Not very many people wish they'd gone smaller. So it's always better to go bigger and not need the space than go smaller and need the space. So that's the way I always feel, and I feel that way about all my cookers. I have a lot of smokers and a lot of grills, and I've honestly never wished I'd went really smaller. You know, it's just one of those things. So if I were you and you're on the fence about the 30 or the 36, I would just say go with the 36 if you even think you might need it. Now, if it's just you and your wife, you could probably get away with a 30 and you never have anybody over, like you never have kids or grandkids or friends over and it's just always just 2 people, you probably get away with the 30-inch, no problem. But if you have grandkids or, you know, relatives that come over regularly or anybody, you know, brothers and sisters, you know, like me and my wife, we have 2 kids, and you know, we have 1 kid in the house full time, so, and then we have friends and neighbors that come over all the time. So the 30-inch I just don't think would have worked for us. You know, it would have been just too tight. We would have been wishing we'd gone to the 36. So if I can tell you guys anything, just from experience on other cookers, if you're in between that fence, I would go with the 36. Just go ahead and fork up the money, man, and just get it because it'll make you happier in the long run and you'll get what you want right up front. So that's what I got to say about that. Enough rambling about that. But that's the unit, guys. I mean, this hood is detachable. I'm not going to detach it in this video, but it does come off. There's some screws on the sides here where you have to lift it and lift it up. You can see it there on the side. It comes straight off of this, you know. Some guys say it's really hard to get off. I pulled it off a few times last night. I didn't have major issues with it. It don't just slide right off, I'll tell you that. So if you get this and you cussing me out because you're like, well, Cliff said it was easy. I never said it was easy, but it does come off pretty easily. It's not real hard to get off. You know, sometimes my wife gets on one side, I get on one side, and it's not that hard. Even me by myself, it took me a little maneuvering, a little moving it, but I got it off. So it's not as hard and it's not that bad to get off. And then you can drop this thing to hang up on the hooks. If you've ever seen griddleguard.com, they make one and it's the same premise, man. You just drop that thing down and you can hang it on the back here on the hooks. And I was reading an article by Blackstone. The reason they did that, they said this year, was a lot of their customers were complaining, I guess, in previous years that they wanted their friends or whoever was over to be able to watch them cook. And they finally came out with a unit where you could actually lower that hood. I guess on other units you can't do that. Like, your hood is attached and they didn't really make it where you could drop it. But on this unit, they were thinking, man, they thought, hey, let's make it where they can drop it down. And I'll definitely end up taking this down when I have people over at the house cooking. I'll take this down because people will want to watch cooking. So I think that's pretty cool, guys. Now I think that's pretty much the unit, guys. I mean, this wasn't meant to be a horribly long video, but I just wanted to show you guys all the stuff on this unit. And I bought this. I'm about to go season. I saw a guy using this. It's a cast iron conditioner. You can use oil to do this, but you know, I said, what the heck, I'll give this a try. Saw it on a video, and so I'm just gonna give it a try and see how it works for seasoning. But you can definitely use oil, because I'll have somebody out there that says, well, you could have just used the oil. Yeah, I realize that, but I decided to go ahead and just get this and try it out. What the heck, you know? You get a 1-year warranty on it. I don't really know the specifics on the warranty, guys. You have to look into all that. I haven't read through all my paperwork yet, so I can't give you a for sure on that. But hey, guys, this is new territory for me. If you've watched my channel, you know I don't have a griddle. You know that I haven't shown anything on a griddle, so we are super excited to bring you guys some cooks on this thing, and definitely a review on this thing eventually. After we get quite a few cooks on this thing, we'll bring you guys a review. So appreciate you guys stopping by today. Appreciate y'all checking me out. I just want to thank all my subscribers. I want to thank everybody that just stops by my channel to view my content, because we haven't quite been on YouTube a year yet, and I feel like we are doing well. I mean, we have over 300 and something subscribers now, and thanks to you guys, a lot of you guys out there that support my channel, I just want to say thank you for doing that, man, because you could go to anybody else's channel. There's a lot of bigger guys out there doing really great stuff right now. I'm just a small guy right now. I'm just a little bitty guy. I'm the drop in the bucket compared to a lot of other guys out there, and I want to just say I appreciate everybody who views my videos and everybody who throws me a thumbs up. I just want to say thank you, and everybody who subscribes, man, I just want to say thank you for subscribing. So I appreciate that. Check down here on the screen for my email, barbecueteeway81@gmail.com. Shoot me emails, man. We check our emails religiously. We're always checking our email. Also check out down below my Instagram at TeeWay Eatz Barbecue Treats. Always posting on there. I haven't posted in about a week on there, but I'm usually posting all kind of cooks, pictures, all kinds of stuff on there. So go on there and show me some love, man. If you're on Instagram, like, show me some love, throw me a comment on there, and we really do appreciate it. You know, and subscribe, share, give me a thumbs up. We sure would appreciate it. It helps the channel out a whole lot. It helps us going forward as a channel. And if you guys have any comments on this, man, tell me what you think. Are you thinking about this? Is this something that's going to be on your list of things to get this year for 2021? I have honestly never did a walkthrough or had a new cooker like this. I've never had the newest model that just came out. I've never had anything on my channel that was brand new that just came out. So that's why I'm even more excited about this, is I wanted one, and now I'm able to bring it to you guys to kind of show it off and maybe help you guys, because that's really what this is about. This is about helping people out there choose the right cookers, and those backyard grillers and barbecuers and smokers just make that right decision for you and your family. That's what this is all about. So appreciate you guys, man. That's all I got on this one. Until the next one, I'll see y'all on the next one.